little T. Robbins inspirational right now. I've been doing a lot of work on what's going on in my head, because I think it all starts there. You know, the way that you walk through life, the way that you approach your job, the way that you approach your family, the way that you approach everything, all starts right in here. Like, yeah, our experiences mold us, blah, 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 but then we perpetuate a story in our brain because of our experiences that may or may not be true. Because let's be honest, we're only absorbing those experiences through our own experience, through our own perspective. And so when we do that, we aren't really seeing the whole picture. You know, they always say, like, stories only tell part of the truth. You know, you got to hear multiple tellings of the same story to really hear what is the complete truth, right? So I want you guys to think about this thing that, you know, Tony Robbins has talked about this. There's a lot of other people that have talked about this, but it all comes down to what you are telling yourself. And one easy way that Tony Robbins has pointed out is, what questions do you ask yourself? And I'm guilty of this. Like, raise your hand to the heavens and say, yep, I'm guilty of this. Why does this always happen to me? And I just talked about it in a video that I did on YouTube Live yesterday. I feel like I'm always hitting this glass ceiling, why am I hitting this glass ceiling? Why do I always have this? And when you do that, you're presupposing something is always going to happen to you, no matter what. No matter what you do, no matter what situation you're in, no matter who you surround yourself with, you are always going to have the same outcome as you have always had. So by feeding yourself feeding yourself this question, and you all know the difference between affirmations and afformations. Affirmations are so much more powerful. Why? Because you're asking yourself a question. And what does the brain desire more than anything? Answers to your questions. And guess what the brain will even do? Even if you're asking yourself a question that you don't know the answer, you know what it'll do? The brain will make it up. Your brain will do anything to answer that question, whether you know the truth or you don't know the truth, or you know what's going to happen, or you know the outcome to that answer. Your brain will find some way to answer that question, whether it's the truth or not. So when you ask that question, why does this always happen to me? Your brain's searching for an answer. It's digging for an answer. Hey guys that are live, Persephone and Karen, thank you guys so much for joining me. Yourself, hey Elio, yourself is going to be asking yourself, why does this always happen to me? You're putting a pre-context on this. You're presupposing that this is always going to happen to you. It happened to you last week. It happened to you last year. It happened to you 10 years ago. It is happening to you today. And so what happens when you ask yourself that question? You try to find an answer. And odds are you're going to put some blame, you're going to put some self-doubt, you're going to put something in there to justify an answer. Why does this always happen to me? Why do I always get fired from my job? Why every single, this is a better question, because I don't know a lot of people that have gotten fired. I mean, honestly, a lot of the people that I hang out with, they don't get fired. So good for you guys. But why do I always on Mondays hate Mondays? Why do I always feel tired on Mondays? You're presupposing that every single Monday you are going to feel tired. You are actively convincing your brain that you are going to be tired next Monday, the Monday after that, the Monday after that, the Monday after that, the Monday after that. And you are predicting with pretty much like 100% accuracy that you are going to be tired every single Monday. So what we need to start doing, one easy way, like everybody's like, oh, I gotta start thinking positive and positive thoughts and positive vibrations and positive. But then honestly, when you sit down to it, all you do is think of negative shit, right? How many of you do that? Like, so many people are like, Catherine, how do you stay so positive? Well, it's an effort. And I honestly, I'm always like, well, I just choose to be. Well, that's kind of like that's not a how-to. That doesn't help me, Catherine. Like, you saying you choose to be positive, like, that doesn't help me because I feel like I'm a negative person. Here's a way that Tony Robbins put it into perspective and put it into a way that makes sense to me. And I hope by passing it along to you, it'll help you out. Ask yourself better questions. Ask yourself better questions. So instead of saying, why does this always happen to me? Why am I always tired on Mondays? Ask yourself, how can I wake up with a lot of energy on Monday? And what your brain's gonna do is it's gonna, well, maybe if I went to bed earlier on Sunday, well, maybe if I did something on Monday to set the tone, like something that's really exciting, maybe I need to set something up on Monday morning that I'm excited to do. So when Monday rolls around, I'm like, yeah, I get to go blah, 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 blah. Instead of date night on Friday, why don't you do a date night on Monday? You know, there's a lot of things that your brain will start thinking about when you use this positive these positive questions within your own brain instead of asking it in a negative sense. So just turn the question around. I'm not saying this will like make you be sparkly and like be sparkle spitting and like be like what every single day. But it's going to start the process in changing your mindset of how you can be more positive. So that's how we do it. I hope this was helpful, guys. Thank you, Tony Robbins, for this is what I've done in my head, but I could never voice it. I'm just I just choose to be, right? That doesn't help. So I hope this helps you guys. Go ahead and check out my YouTube video from yesterday. The link, I believe, is posted on this page. If not, all you have to do is search Catherine Sogard on YouTube. I'm the only one. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Lots of love, positivity, sparkles to you. Thanks for spending some time with me because time is something you can never get back. So I truly appreciate the fact that you spent a little bit of time with me.